What is that? Is that dog food or cat food?
Just look at it.
Like, yeah. Is it cat
The
food?
colors are so cute, right?
Was it cat food?
No.
Well, then what is it? Let's see. It's cat food.
So
Really? You want to give him cat food? So today, I went to pick up my daughter from school. She got off just a little bit past noon. It's actually her last day of school, and she's on summer break now. Last night I didn't get much sleep. I was up till I don't know. I think I slept at maybe 7 a.m. or later, and then I woke up a couple hours later, and my anxiety was kind of high because I didn't get much sleep. Actually, I couldn't sleep at all last night, but it's nothing because of anxiety. It's not the reason why I couldn't sleep. I just wasn't sleepy for whatever reason. But anyways, when I went to pick up my daughter, like 2 days ago, when I went to pick her up at the same time, my anxiety was high. I was feeling lightheaded before I went to pick her up, but sometimes when you're about to leave your house, you get the symptoms because they just come randomly at times, especially when you're about to leave the house, and they try to scare you. But I was still able to go because I had to go. Well, I just had to pick her up. But my girlfriend said, if you want, I can go pick her up. I said no, I'll go pick her up. It's the last day of school, so I didn't mind. But after that, we went to the store for I don't know. I think for like an hour or something. I walked around 2 stores. And I was feeling a little detached for a little bit, but after about 5 minutes, I was completely fine. I think the longer I stay, the easier it gets. The longer I don't. The more I don't pay attention to how I feel, I don't even notice like my symptoms. So the exposure therapy does really help because not only do I not really notice the symptoms, and when I do notice them, it doesn't get to me, like it used to. Because before, if I feel a little dizzy, I wouldn't even get off my bed. I wouldn't even be brushing my teeth if I felt like my head was being dragged to that one side. Because that's sometimes how I feel like. Sometimes I feel like my head is feeling, only my head feels like it's like falling down, but the other half of my body from my neck down doesn't feel like it's moving at all. So it's like that quick dropping sensation, that's what I get. But it's only, sometimes I feel like I was gonna faint, but I'm able to do the things I want to do while I'm feeling the symptoms, the detached feeling and all that stuff. Even the nauseated feeling hasn't been, as bad as they used to be. So I think a lot of times it's like when you think you can't do something, that's when you really don't want to do anything. But when you think you can't do it, but you do it anyways, and then you're gonna realize you just made it seem like it was harder than it is, So that's what I've been doing now. The more I feel the anxiety, the more eager I am to leave my house. Because before, the more panicky I feel, the more I want to stay in my safe zone, my bed. I just want to lay down, cover my head with my blanket, and try my best to fall asleep so I don't have to feel the symptoms and the sensation. Now I'm like, if I feel it, I feel it. Because there's no point of me trying to run away from the symptoms, because you can't outrun your own mind. Your body's always there, your brain's always there. Only thing you can do is whenever you feel like you're gonna have a panic attack, usually you feel your body acting kind of strange. The best thing to do is not allow yourself to get inside your own head. It's like if I'm feeling like a symptom coming up, I'm not gonna just stop where I am and it's like, okay, I'm feeling this way, I'm feeling that. If I feel it, I'm just gonna keep going where I'm going. I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. I try to do it. You don't know if you can do it without trying it. There's so many times that I've been leaving my house and I think I can't put my shoes on and just walk off, but I do it and then I realize, nothing happened. Nothing ever happened. Nothing that I think was going to happen actually happened. It's like everything you create in your mind just plays over and over. It's like, sometimes we feel like we're living the same days over and over. Sometimes I wake up and I ask myself, why do I feel like it's the same day? It could be like, I could be feeling the same day for 1 week straight. Sometimes I have the same dreams. Sometimes I feel like I do have the same dreams. The same thought that pops in my head, and then you realize it's because you're always thinking about the same thing. You're always thinking about anxiety over and over, and then it just sticks to your head, and then you can't get it off your mind. So that's the reason why it always feels like it's the same day over and over. So the best thing to do is once you wake up, you have to get off your bed. Get off your bed. Don't wait to you allow yourself to think like, oh, am I going to be able to get up right now? Should I wait 5 minutes before I get up? Should I sleep for 5 more minutes? Things like that. You never want to ask yourself questions like, should I? Why should I? Are you sure? Things like that. Because the more you ask yourself questions, the more you're creating that anxiety in your head, and it makes you feel like you're a second person to yourself, if that makes sense. It's like, it feels like you're asking yourself questions and you're expecting yourself to answer the question that you already know the answer to. It's like you're talking to a second person, but you're only talking to yourself, asking yourself things that you should know, but for some reason you want to ask yourself just to ask yourself, if that makes sense. So now when I wake up, and I know I'm still too tired to get off my bed, I'm not gonna say, okay, do I feel good enough to get off my bed? Should I wait 5 more minutes? If I feel like I'm still tired, I'm just gonna lay there and get up when I feel like I'm able to get up. I'm not gonna ask myself, do I feel like I should get up? Am I okay enough to get up? How do I feel anxiety? Or should I get up now before my anxiety comes? Things like that. So just get up. Same thing before you sleep. You don't want to go to sleep thinking about anxiety, because it's gonna stick with your mind. Once you sleep, your subconscious mind is still active and it's still recording like a DVR, thinking, sometimes if you talk about your symptoms so much, place in your head over and over, and then you when you're going for a walk, and then sometimes you out of nowhere you're gonna wonder why this thought pops in your head. It's because you thought about it so much that your subconscious mind just randomly thinks about it. It's like what you're scared of. Every time you're scared of something, let's say you're afraid of heights, and you're watching like a movie and someone's on top of a tall building looking down, guess what? You don't even have to say you're afraid of heights. Your subconscious mind knows, and instantly, bam, you're gonna start sweating, even though you're not even in that building, you're just in the comfort of your own house, but you start sweating, you start getting nervous because you've seen someone looking down on the tall building. It's because your mind remembers. So there's no point of like talking about it too much or thinking about it too much. I mean, I know I'm talking about it right now, but it's me reminding myself that whatever I think is gonna happen never happens, and if it happens, it happens. You know, you can't see what's gonna happen 2 days from now. If you could, then that's great. But you know, trying to predict what's gonna happen to you every day is not gonna help because it just creates more anxiety. Anyways, that's pretty much for today.